The covenant with Abraham. The book of Genesis is the object of our study this quarter, and last week we started looking at Abraham and his walk with God. He followed God's call to go, leave his past behind, and to trust God for a more meaningful future. We looked at how Abraham's character was shaping in this relationship with God. The focus now is on the purpose, on what defined the essence of the relationship between God and Abraham. God made a promise. He entered into an agreement with Abraham, a so-called covenant. The main parts as I see them for this week are faith and doubt, then the covenant and the promise, and the bargaining over Sodom and its people. Abraham followed God's voice for some time now, and God made promises to him to protect and make him successful. But all this, as good as it may be, loses meaning if there is no future. And for Abraham, the future is a sensitive topic as he has no child and no one from his blood to bring continuance. For God, future is also important as ultimately God searches in Abraham a partner through whom he may offer a chance for a future for all humanity. So, God, who holds the future, makes a promise to Abraham that he will give him descendants as many as the stars on the sky. And Abraham believed it. He believed and trusted God that he will be able to deliver to such impossible in human terms promise. And God appreciated this trust. He counted it as righteousness for Abraham because when we let God be in charge, there is nothing impossible. Then there was a ceremony. It involved sacrifices pointing to the sacrifice of Jesus, but also carrying some special messages for Abraham's descendants. About 400 years of slavery in Egypt and then a return to the Promised Land. Promised Land that transcends earthly ownership and references nuances even from the lost Garden of Eden. An overwhelming experience, making a pact for God to deliver big promises and for Abraham to trust and obey. This is the thing with trust though. It starts acting a bit weird when patience starts running out. When we start getting a feeling that things may fall apart if we don't do something, and Abraham wasn't spared by this. As time was passing and the promise was looking more and more unrealistic, he got persuaded to try to help God and created a mess. Fortunately, God is well aware of our weaknesses, and when entering into agreement with us, he is not delusional, counting that we can do much. In the core of these agreements, there is grace, counting not on our delivery, but on our openness to let God work in us and produce obedience, strengthen trust, grow the relationship. So after this experience of doubt, God reconfirms his promise to Abraham and establishes a sign for it. It was the circumcision, which references sacrifice and the notion of imputed righteousness. With it, God also changes the names of Abram to Abraham and Sarai to Sarah, designating them as father and mother of nations. There was lots of love in these developments, as the lesson points love of skepticism and other emotions, but one key point is not to try to amend God's promise and plan. His ways are so much bigger than ours and the way we judge and estimate. Very different. God had a special plan through Isaac. One thing that impresses me in the story is the honesty and openness of Abraham and Sarah. They did make mistakes, but were honest and open. In chapter 17 that follows, we see Abraham eager to help and receive strangers. His hospitality and desire to serve them, to attend to their needs is amazing. And when the strangers prophesy about old Sarah giving birth next year, she laughs internally. It does sound like a joke. She is skeptical. Then, when confronted about it, she denies it out of fear. None of this can be hidden from God. He knows our most ultimate thoughts, but He can work with that as long as we are honest and open. So, God reveals to Abraham his plans to destroy Sodom, and Abraham is sensitive about it, probably because of Lot, but also about anyone who may be open for a second chance. He bargains with God. If there are 50 people that may have a chance, will God deprive them from that? If 40, 30, 20, 10? 10 in the Bible symbolizes minimum. There wasn't anything left in Sodom that could open for grace and chance. Only 3 were saved, Lot and his 2 daughters, even though more were given a chance. So, here is what I would take from this lesson, the so-called hashtag lesson in 1. The covenant with Abraham. God promised and secured an eternal future for everyone who trusts, believes, and is open for his righteousness to make its way in us. He works through our doubts and laughs with grace and love, making us partners in his work. Next week, we will wrap up Abraham's journey with a lesson entitled The Promise.